the construction of the railway in Kenya. At the end of the 19th century, during the British colonial period, Kenya witnessed an era of particularly challenging railway construction. The railway that was supposed to connect the city of Mombasa to Kisumu across what would become modern Kenya was a colossal undertaking. However, nobody expected what would happen on the banks of the Tsavo River. In 1898, teams of workers from various corners of the world gathered to build a railway bridge over the Tsavo River. Everything was progressing relatively normally until two notorious and ferocious lions, now known as the Tsavo lions, appeared. These felines seemed to have turned into bloodthirsty predators, feeding on the workers. At an alarming pace, these lions attacked and killed no fewer than 135 workers. Construction came to a standstill, and fear and desolation gripped the workers' camp. John Henry Patterson, a British military officer who was overseeing the construction, decided to put an end to this reign of terror. With determination, he set out on a lion hunt. Despite numerous obstacles and dangers, Patterson managed to locate and shoot both lions. This courageous act put an end to the reign of terror and allowed the railway construction to resume. However, the story of the Tsavo lions did not end there. The two lions, now taxidermied, became famous worldwide. John Henry Patterson sold them to a museum in Chicago, USA for a substantial sum, earning renown as a lion hunter and protector of the workers. Today, these two taxidermied lions can be admired at the Field Museum in Chicago, and their story continues to fascinate and astonish people worldwide. The Tsavo lions symbolize both the dangers faced during the construction of the Kenyan Railway and human courage in the face of these incredible challenges. Their story serves as a reminder that in the face of obstacles and dangers, we can find the courage and determination to overcome any challenge. The story of throwing politicians out of the window. In Prague, at the beginning of the 17th century, the capital of Bohemia, part of the Holy Roman Empire, was a place where political and religious tensions had reached alarming levels. In this charged atmosphere, events led to a notorious incident known as the Defenestration of Prague. The year was 1618, and Bohemia was under the dominion of the Habsburg Empire, a Catholic power, while much of the Bohemian population was Protestant. In this context, Protestant representatives grew increasingly dissatisfied with the religious and political repression imposed by Emperor Ferdinand II. The main event leading to the defenestration occurred on May 23, 1618, when two Bohemian Protestant nobles, Vilém Slavata of Chlum and Jaroslav Borzita of Martiniche, were summoned to Prague to address a dispute concerning religious freedom and the rights of Protestants. Unsatisfied with the responses provided by Habsburg officials, a group of Bohemian nobles and Protestant leaders gathered in Prague Castle and took radical action. In a provocative and unusual gesture, they cornered Slavata and Martiniche in a room within the castle and in a fit of rage threw them out of a window. Miraculously, the two men survived the fall, and this act took on major historical significance. The defenestration became a symbol of Protestant uprisings against Catholic oppression and political abuses. Simultaneously, it served as the spark that ignited the 30 Years' War, one of the most destructive conflicts in European history. The 30 Years' War involved a series of complex conflicts among different powers and religious factions, with Prague and the Holy Roman Empire often at the center of events. The conflict had a devastating impact on the region, leading to massive destruction, famine, and human suffering. Ultimately, the 30 Years' War came to an end with the signing of the Peace of Westphalia in 1648, which brought relative peace and reshaped the political and religious map of Europe. Thus, the defenestration of Prague became a symbolic event that triggered one of the longest and bloodiest conflicts in European history, with significant consequences for the development of the continent's history in subsequent centuries. It is a remarkable example of how a single act of revolt can have a tremendous impact on historical evolution.
Hey there! We hope you're enjoying our content so far. If you do, please consider giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. Thanks for being a part of our community.